to send my deepest condolences to the people of Chicago, but we just had to run him out of our city.
I'm sorry that we're passing the buck.
That you can learn so much.
On behalf of the Community Education Task Force of Rochester, New York, the Parent and Community Coalition for Educational Change, we want the people of Chicago to know that we're glad to see Brizard leave. However, we would not wish him on anyone.
It's really difficult to see. On one level, it's really exciting that that Brizard's leaving Rochester and gives us opportunities to build again and make some significant changes. But it's really sad that he's going back to my hometown, Chicago.
We stand in solidarity with parents, teachers, union members, CORE. Hello, CORE.
Listen, I would like to say that I'm really sorry that Jean-Claude Brizard is going to Chicago. We don't see him as JC at all. You know, for us right here, you know, he was a person who took the money and ran.
Oh, very frivolous question, but who came up with JC? Was it Rahm Emanuel, or have they ever called you that?
But from the last one, I prefer Jean-Claude, it's my name. But JC is fine because I guess the connection to the, I guess, Almighty is also
to the people of Chicago, number one, I'm sorry you're stuck with our old superintendent. I'm not sorry to see him go, though.
Yeah, you got our garbage. You got our garbage. Yeah, I gotta say that. You got our garbage.
So I'm a student in Rochester, New York, and I have a message for the students of Chicago. You may think that you can't do anything as a high schooler, as a middle schooler, but you can.
Brizard is part of the Broad Institute and the Gates Foundation also. They have an agenda, and it's controlling students' minds, dumbing kids down.
Be informed, be aware, and understand that children come first. And if anything that's being done is not being done with children in mind first, the question to ask is, how will this increase the educational excellence of my child? If whatever's being done isn't answering that question, then what's being done is unnecessary. The only way we can be informed and aware is to be involved.
You're gonna miss me.
Last week, we had a budget that Brizard introduced and is trying to pass that would cut only at the classroom level, wouldn't cut any administrators who do nothing and make six-figure salaries, etc. We had 118 community members signed up to speak at this board meeting against this budget. Everyone spoke against the budget. And the question was posed, where is Brizard? He's not here tonight. Why isn't he here? He should be here to hear some of these people's responses to his budget proposal.
Mr. Brizard, what are you doing to prepare yourself for the inevitable fight to happen in Chicago with the union, teachers, parents who are against your privatization schemes?
Well, first of all, I don't believe in a privatization scheme. I know people have used that expression. Charter schools are not private schools, they are public schools. I believe in good schools, no matter who creates it. If you look at test scores as the measure, and we all can talk about how you measure the quality of schools, right? So when you have poor parents in our city who don't have the means to be able to pack up and leave or to choose something else, how can you not support choice? Again, not talking about privatization, but it is about fixing a system and putting together a portfolio addressing the needs of all kids. It's not about closing regular public district schools to open charters.
After some pressure, the president of the board, Malik Evans, finally said he's at the Aspen Institute in Washington, D.C. in a meeting, okay? And everyone's like, well, what is that? They're a right-wing think tank that basically trains business leaders how to further lead in the sense of human capital endeavors, things like that. It's basically a way to push the issues of the ruling class and make an even stronger system for them. So that's where he was all last week, leading up to his coming to Chicago. So just so you guys know, that's where he's coming from. He's just really into this human capital endeavor, issues of merit pay for teachers, breaking unions, Teach for America. That's another big thing that the Aspen Institute is into.
It's going to be a struggle to have collaboration and input with your community, whether it be from the unions, teachers, parents, or regular people in the community.
We didn't really have a lot of working relationships with him. He didn't value parents. He didn't value community. and he really didn't value the kids, although he gives a good lip service to seeing the kids through.
I've always seen myself as perhaps the superintendent of all the kids in the city of Rochester, not the city school district.
He didn't replicate practices that were working. He didn't replicate models that were working, okay, and turning around our at-risk youth population, okay, so.
They're teaching for the test, I've seen it.
Just to be aware, he runs everything like a corporation. He sees himself as a corporate individual, always focused on efficiency, always focused on testing, always focused on what he calls choice, which is really corporatization or privatization. So money and interest have more control over education. So always trying to get the business community at the table, always trying to get the business community cozy up to business community and get their support while running from teachers.
And they really should get ready for a tremendous battle, because we know that this guy really does not support public education. He's a privateer. He supports the agenda of privatization.
We've organized in massive numbers against Brizard. When people know that their education is being threatened, that their schools are being threatened, it's very surprising how many people will come out. So this is a message for the students to get in touch. You're going to find that you can speak and you can organize, you can rally, you can march, you can do it safely, and you can do it in huge numbers. And we've done it here many, many times. And I hope you guys will too.
The people of Chicago should know that we want to build with them. We want to be able to support one another, as they have really done for us in this situation by keeping us informed. We've begun to develop some sources in Chicago, and they've been very reliable in terms of feeding us information. And we're appreciative, and we look forward to continuing to build together.
It's bittersweet, you know, what's going on here, and it's really sad. And I wish everybody luck in Chicago, because it's going to be a battle, and he's something else.
I am sorry that Brizard is coming. He will say very eloquent and positive things that sound fantastic.
There is incredible talent and capacity in our district office and in our schools. I believe that this district and city have seen the tipping point, and that there is unwavering commitment by a huge portion of the community to stay child-focused and make the difficult decisions that will produce sustainable change for our children.
And he doesn't mean any of them, and they're not representative of his actions, so that means you guys should take action, and I hope you will.
We definitely stand in solidarity, because the similar struggles that happen here are likely coming there, and in building a national and regional and local movements, building up in that backwards order, building up to that, we definitely stand in solidarity in Chicago and hope that you can have more success there than we had here.
You know, you call him JC, we call him Tricky Brizard.
You have to get up off the couch and find out what you need to know about each process that's going on, about who's involved in these processes, and the agendas and the priorities in which the decisions are being made and why they're being made.
Good luck, Godspeed. Call us if you need us.
You're gonna miss me.